guys from African Art is the Future with us, playing a set afterwards, and I would say you give us an introduction who you are and what you do, but first let's give them an applause
Cool, so I'm David. I'm a photographer, and I work a lot in, so actually I feel like the state of limbo resonates a lot with where I'm coming from with my work. It draws a lot on placelessness and feelings of belonging, and I often like merge landscapes and the body and stretch the body and try to create spaces that are that are new, but at the same time feel like some sort of haven to the black and brown bodies in them.
Yeah, I'm Kojo Metz. I'm an artist, photographer, and I do installation, conceptual work often, and I do since like 7-8 years. I work on a project it's called Eagle Africa, where I explored the German history on the African continent.
A short introduction of myself. I'm Marhet Ifeoma Kupka. I'm based in Frankfurt, Germany, and I'm a curator at the Museum Angewandte Kunst, it's called in German. I'm there now for 8 years nearly, or 7.5 years. And my official position is called, I'm a curator for fashion, body, and the performative.
It does feel very weird in a way to just allow yourself that space and to just be that self-referential, and to even like as self-referential to even just use yourself as a subject.
Explore yourself and find yourself, you know, things and pieces that have to do with maybe your true inner self. That's the one thing, and then identification can also come from outside, you know?
I think it becomes particularly relevant, or it was particularly relevant at a point where outside perception really differs from the way that you're perceiving yourself. Just to open things up a little more. It's like what shapes the body can take, and how we can reinterpret just like danger or monstrosity that is projected onto our bodies, and how we can how to visualize this feeling of alienness somehow that I at least feel that I'm regularly confronted with, or that I see other people being regularly confronted with. Like how would it look in a manifested version? So I'm super interested in literally creating these hybrid bodies.
Right now at the Museum Angewandte Kunst, I have this exhibition called Life Doesn't Frighten Me, Michel Eliware's Comme des Garçons. And it is kind of a fashion exhibition, of course, because when you enter, you mostly see pieces by Rei Kawakubo and the fashion label, the Japanese label Comme des Garçons, which is known for like super conceptual approach and like okay, that's better, maybe like deconstructing the idea of clothing in a way.
I wanted to look like this when I was 12, you know, and so it's super interesting, you know.
I actually thought about making this image a lot of times, I never did. I also wonder whether there's just like space for it on like an institutional layer, because I think that of course I, as like a person and an artist on my own, working in my bedroom, I can just make portraits of flowers. The question is like, am I gonna get a space to showcase it? Am I gonna is there a need for it, like a social? I mean, always is there a need for art, but is there public space for it? And that's where I think the internet might come in actually as like a democratic platform for people to share what they want.
I thought it's just super important. It was my mission. This has to be part of the German curriculum, you know?
As a photographer, I started by actually taking pictures of flowers, but I grew to find out that as Black people, in a sense, we have like a very big responsibility. And as artists, not as Black people, but as artists, you know, it's like our duty in a sense to make representations of society, like mirror society.
Of course, I can be here in Germany and work and say like, okay, you need to confront your colonial past and work on this amnesia going on, and there is like Germany has a responsibility, but at the same time is like, what is my responsibility?
I do an Afrofuturistic version of Wagner's Ring of the Nibelungs.
These conversations are really, really important to, like, they're important conversations that we need to have. And I was really excited about this exhibition because this in itself is creating space and is holding space for artists of color within a very, very majorly white space.
Thank you very much.